Alright, chapter 7. Torture porn incoming! Oh, it's you, princess. Kotaro put down his blood-stained sword and slowly turned around. What business do you have in your own secret passageway? Did you come looking for me? Sorry if I made you feel lonely. He was really happy. Words. There are words on screen. My brain is trying to comprehend them. My nose was going crazy from the smell of blood. That's about the right interpretation of that. When he acted like nothing has happened, something inside me has flared up. What are you doing here? Well, what? You can see for yourself, can't you? Who let you act so inhumanely in a place like this? I mean, secret passages are just as sacred as temples. When I thought he was taken aback by a threat, was that really a threat? Or we're really bad at threatening. He spoke sarcastically. Oh, I see how it is. You're asking me as the princess of this castle. Then allow me to answer you, your highness. Hanbei was the one that allowed me to use this place. And Lord Nobunaga was the one who told Hanbei he can use the castle as he wished. I lost my words. Those knew the meaning behind the voice that tormented the people in the castle. Why would you do something like this? It's making awful noise. God, at least cut off his mouth. It's a long story. I'll allow it. Speak without leaking the important information, because, I mean, we can disallow people from telling stories. Kotaro shrugged his shoulders and the ninjas behind him turned around. Can you guys leave us alone for a bit? But Sir Kotaro, wouldn't it be better if you two went somewhere else? One of the ninjas glazed at the demon, kept on making soft moans. It's fine. It's better if the princess sees it for herself. No, not penis love. My fantasies is to have hot, steamy sex in front of a tortured demon, so there you go. Everybody else goes. She has to fully understand what I've been doing. He looked at me diagonally, as if he was trying to avoid my glare. Like, he crossed his eyes and stood there with a really stupid expression. When it felt like it was just the two of us, I opened my mouth. Why would you do something so cruel? It's not like you're in the army or we're fighting them. You sure are naive, princess. Doing this to a demon. It's unintelligent, can't even speak, just like a starfish. Or a vegetable. Human vegetable. Plus, aren't they our enemy? And I couldn't be bothered to kill 1,000 like BDO does to gain information about the length of their toenails. I grasped my kimono tightly because I was afraid that the thing he would go for was my clothing. You're right on that, but still oppose it. And Kotaro, you said demons are like animals, didn't you? Would you do something as cruel to a wild animal? Are you the type of person that has fun prolonging a living being's pain? And if I said yes, I wouldn't think that those were your true feelings. Kotaro averted his eyes and I could see a fragment of sadness on his face. I was looking really carefully to see it. I for sure Kotaro wasn't the type of person to enjoy such cruelty. Why did you do this? Kotaro let out a long sigh, scratched his head, and stood next to the demon. To investigate the thing? To investigate it? Demons don't have intelligence, at least that's what it looks like. However, if you take out their leader, they start to flee even if they're far away. How do they know that their leader has been killed? Maybe they're like sharks and they can smell it. From something like its howling voice, that might be true. Wild dogs howl to signal things to their packs, but Hanbei and I think differently. Those things are spirits. Might even be able to use sorcery, mind reading. If they're hurt, they might call their comrades, right? Can't be. Did you just say that they were similar to animals? I mean, it's completely ignored that that's demons for heaven's sake, and that's not supposed to exist, but animals, it's a type of animal. It's like a dog, just red and big. I'm trying to tell you that I'm experimenting to see if they're similar or not. Simply despising your enemies without understanding them is called negligence. That's why I need to figure out where their kidneys are. There are a number of things that I want to know too, like how they reproduce. How many strands of hair do they exactly have? Can they regrow eyes? Hanbei investigated why the demons suddenly started showing up. Apparently their boss had summoned them to this world. So that doesn't mean that demons take orders from their boss. They have a way of communicating information of their boss. Or is it like a cloud and you like create it and just go that way, cloud, and the cloud just kind of floats? Yeah. As he spoke, Thara thrust a dagger into the demon's side because that's the fun thing to do. It's kind of like a dartboard. He looked away and he spoke softly. Looks like the skin around the armpits is thin. That's worth passing on. Only needed to actually stab it to check that. When did you start? Start what? I'm asking you, when did you start torturing that thing? Captured this demon the night before we flew into the night together. Tied it up in the cave and left it there, but it was so far away. There were a plethora of things I wanted to test on the demon, but I didn't have a place to do it. Helped me out by telling me about this place. For a brief moment, I was at a loss of words. It was like I got swollen up inside into a black hole and went poof. Yeah. The fun memories I had today felt so distant to me. It's not like we're at war. That's right. Make sure you don't do anything careless, princess. Careless? What do you mean? Like sleeping with you and getting pregnant with ninja babies, and then you have to come and assassinate me so that nobody figures it out? The dagger? There's a small demon inside it, right? Isn't it an ally to those demons? You really did switch them. And I probably knew what he wanted to do with the dagger. He wanted to eat it. That thing can speak human tongue and is in the demon family. Demons can read minds, and all of our information would have leaked to them. And I'm like, whoops, but dumb. It's a good thing that you're getting more suspicious. Don't let your guard down too much. His face became expressionless. Not like he always had the same frozen expression before, but his face looked so cold. Wanted to offer it a blanket, but I couldn't. I'll oppose him. No, I won't do that. Princess. It felt like he was trying to like, don't say dumb things. And I'm like, no, dumb things have to be said. If I did that, that would mean you've been lying all those times I trusted you. You okay with that? Look, he said nothing. He just looked like sad, like puppy sad. He wasn't the happy person that I know. When your spouse is no longer happy, you're no longer the same person. They're a sad version. And sad version is sad. He wasn't the man that had given me the pretty stones. He must have a twin. Who smiled like a child and who I had fun with. I mean, it's not like people tend to have multiple sides to them and they're not just happy, smiley, papery people. But you know, we all wish for happy, smiley, papery people. Taro lightly struck the flank of a chained-up demon. It was all thanks to capturing this guy that I was able to open up to you like this. The enemy might be trying to outwit us, but it doesn't seem like he can read our minds. Say, Princess, all my memories, they fake, aren't they? Yes, they are. It was all because of the dagger, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry about that. I just go around just like borrowing pretty people and replacing them with my family because I'm all like my feelings of guilt grated my chest. They held my arms, and he smiled as he stared at me. Not blaming you, just that the person that I replaced had fallen in love with you at first sight. Huh? Given up on his incompetent master and had come here. And he'd come here, he'd seen you, Princess and the Prince. Oh, is Yukimura an imposter as well? You thought you were so innocent and carefree and hadn't thought he could reach you. Kataro was gazing right at me. In the end, we were both similar. I'm sure that's why the small demon in the dagger had chosen me. It's just that the person that I'm replacing might have been less handsome, but that's just the benefit of replacing people. I really just wanted to see your sleeping face the first time I came into a room. Hope that isn't creepy. I hadn't meant to talk to you. I've been fine with just looking at you and slowly jacking it off. And then you would be like, what is that liquid on my curtains? And you would have never known. If you hadn't woken it up that time, I'm sure I would just watched over you from afar. When you're taking baths, when you're dressing up, when you're sleeping. Tara stretched his hand out. It was covered in the demon's blood. Oh, your hand's bloody. He came towards me and I closed my mouth. Ugh. Pushed Kataro's chest away, but he forcefully held my waist. Couldn't get away. Actually grabbed me even stronger and wanted my lips. He wanted to just rip them off my face. I don't know why, but I suppose he wanted to have two mouths? No, I said. I twisted my body and pushed him away with all my might. I don't want to do this. Taro looked sad. People get sad when you go no to their rape. They then give up and just look sad. I asked him a question but my face turned away. What are you gonna do with that demon? That's right. Taro looked up at the demon with hollow eyes. I'm done with this thing. Sure, it won't live much longer anyway. Should I kill it or let it go? Even if it let it go, it would die eventually. If it did survive, it might become dangerous, so let's off it. Off it! That was all I could say as the bloodlust boiled inside of me and I realized that I'm a warrior princess in the end. Sure, it would relieve the demon of its pain, even if it was only a little bit. It wasn't fair to make Kotaro decide that as well. If those are your orders, I will gladly do it. He smirked with his dark eyes, then turned around and took the spear that was lying on the floor. He lightly jumped up and swung his arms wide. He pierced the demon's eyeball. It cried in agony. The demon withered in pain, shrieking as the chains it was attached to. You see, these creatures stabbing their brain doesn't seem as deadly. Whoops. It be dead. Turned around and ran from that place. Had nothing to say to Kotaro. Came out of the secret passage and went to Hanbei's room. Hanbei invited me nonchalantly. Where's the dagger? Right here. He wasn't the least bit agitated and returned the dagger to me. Couldn't sense a speck of guilt in his face. You're acting like that after you stole your master's belongings? My apologies. Thought it was necessary to win the war. Why are you carrying around a demon spy in the house anyways? The dagger was held in a temporary scabbard. I unsheathed it, and his miserable voice immediately started to echo. Oh, princess, how I missed you! Please listen. Dirty Hanbone and the Koku subjected me to all sorts of violent acts. Can it? I'll listen to it later. Shut the dagger up and returned it to its original scabbard. I glared at Hanbei. You and Kotaro know the truth, right? Yes, he answered me immediately. Then why did you decide to stay in this world? I wonder. Might be because I haven't regained our original memories. I don't feel like it. Or maybe it's because I'm a sloth. I just like staying in places. Don't feel like returning? Why? My memories return. Might want to go home. But right now I can't abandon this nation. His answer was very smooth. Like a smoothie. And I should be very thankful to you. I know I had an awkward smile on. Saying those words showed that I didn't feel gratitude. Did you see the demon in the passage? I nodded. You have a good intuition. Good boy! How did you know? There are traces of blood on your clothes, you stupid bitch. I remember Kotaro's strong hands holding me. His anguished face flashed before my eyes, and then intolerable feelings flowed from my lips. Did you order him to do that? Yes, I ordered him to rape you. Why would you make him do something so cruel? Hanbei grinned. Are you asking me why I didn't do it myself? Or why I had him do something like that? Both. It's foolish to ask me why I had him do it. We've been summoned to protect you and your nation. Kotaro and I acted for that reason. As for why I didn't do it myself, I can say that I don't have enough strength. What does that mean? I'm telling you that I don't have much time left. I'm kinda dying here. Help. What? His words were so sudden. He sounded so uninterested. It didn't sound authentic. Began to shower one with questions. Probably lose my life in the next few days. Is that really true? Yeah. This can't be. He didn't look like he was about to die. He sat up and looked at me with his powerful eyes. Now that I thought about it, his face was pale and he looked a little thinner than before. Since when? Well, if my memories are fake, I can't be certain, but probably been sick before I came here. Yes, my body speaks to me in many ways, especially in the ones that resort to me vomiting bodily fluids. So that's what my body is telling me. Kotaro took on that job even knowing full well about my condition. He couldn't have done that without destroying his heart. Thanks to his emotional sacrifice, I was able to come up with a plan. My plan included stabbing demons in eyeballs. The reason the country suffered so much war is because it didn't have a plan. You silly country leader that's worthless. We have to do the things that are necessary. Hanbei's tone was strict. Can't say anything about that. Was true, we were too weak and could do nothing and were pushed into a corner by the demons, and I was too naive and I bowed my head. Thank you for helping this country, but we will most likely collapse after this anyway because I'm a worthless ruler. Yay! Hanbei asked for an apologies. Despite Kotaro's looks, he thinks about you from the depths of his heart. I mean, I know that you can't see his heart on his face, but that's how it is. Everything he does is for you. It has become dark when I return to my room. My handmaid looked at my clothes and let out a small scream. It wasn't like a big long scream, it was like a 1.5 second scream. Like, a really loud, oh. That blood is... Are you hurt? No, it wasn't me. I just touched someone who had been injured. I totally haven't injured them myself. That looked like Kotaro was hurting himself as he hurt the demon that time. Silly sad person, silly. So that person was injured? Injured! Yes, probably. Well, he was injuring someone, but he looked sad while doing it. So injured. That's how we excuse serial killers. She tried to guess why and made a sorrowful face. I'll remove the stains. Bring you some tea later. Thank you. Nah, it's nothing. She smiled and slowly left the room. I went to the window and gazed up the sky. Clouds were thin because of the moon. How does that... what? Clouds have nothing to do with the moon. The stars were pretty that night as well. It was like precious stones were in the sky full of stars. It was like opening a treasure chest. If I hadn't opened the window, I wouldn't have noticed stars. Duh. He searched for pretty stones and missed a bloodthirsty battle with the demons. Played the flute and gazed at the stars. It's like people have many sides to them. Who would have thought? I'm so sorry. I knew he was a kind-hearted person. I knew I hadn't done those cruel things because he wanted to. He didn't need to tell me. Wait, what? I would stabbed him? Oh, I stabbed him. As in, metaphorically. I was like, wait, what? He told me he already caught the demon that night we're flown together. That time he already knew he would have to torment the demon. He knew that and invited me. Maybe it would have been better to go with him. Maybe it would have been better to take his hand and throw away the castle and my people and let everybody die. But something like that was impossible. I couldn't abandon the suffering citizens. I would have regretted it for my whole life. However short the life might be when the demons invade the whole world. Ah, memories. So much memories. Should let him be free. If I freed him from the painful memory, no, from the war with the demons as well, he would be better. I was surprised and lifted my head up. If I should return him to his world. Screw this world. He has to go and live somewhere else. He can just die here. That will be fun. Hanbei said he had made a plan. With his plan, I might be able to return the 5 of them to their own worlds. Took out the dagger and questioned it. Hey, could you return the people? You want to return the ninja to his world, don't you? Let me just tell you, it's impossible. Why is it impossible? Because he already formed a bond here, and he's all like, I don't want to go. And we're like, but you should totally go. And he's like, nah. Huh? Even if he remembered everything, he has feelings for this world. That can't be. You've been forced to come here because of me. Now it's my fault that he is stuck here. Maybe I should just kill myself. Isn't there a loophole? There's laws about summoning people and returning them, so you could just show a law book to the underworld and go, hey guys, I'm technically allowed to do this. I think it might be better if he started to hate you. I was once again perplexed and couldn't hear a faint sound from outside. Sound of a flute. Is he there on the rooftop? Where was the sound coming from? Rushed through the castle following the sound. Beyond here is... Could it be the courtyard's rooftop? Have I not been living in this place for a very long time? Maybe my house is really giant. This place we gazed up the stairs together. However, the sound stopped before I could reach the courtyard. I'm all like Kotaro, and he's like, I don't want to really talk to you, so I'm gonna just get out. Stood in the middle of the courtyard where the moonlight shined and looked at the roof. Wasn't able to find anyone. Sad. First I had made ended there. Midnight Hanbei had suddenly fallen. Hadn't looked so good in the afternoon, but still sat up and talked to me. And a few hours later, he left us too soon. Surprise! Well, if you want to play his route, you know of this happening now. Yay! Spoilers! Even if Hanbei is gone, we still have his plan. We have to make the best of this last plan. Though actually that's not quite true, because if you're going through his route, it goes a bit differently. He doesn't just randomly die, he goes, I'ma hold on to life for as long as I can, and it goes really miserable. Mataro wasn't sitting in his seat with the military council in the corner of the room. Men didn't wait till the daybreak. He started to mobilize immediately. And we save! See you in the final chapter, Chapter 8.